of this chapter anyway. Bi'ur Mishnah Hey, the explanation for Mishnah Hey. Kohen Gadol, the high priest, Meshamesh Kol Hashana B'Shmona Kelim. The high priest has 8 garments. V'ha'ediot, Meshamesh Be'arba Bgadim. And the Hediot, the simple Kohen, he uses 4 garments. What are the 4 garments of the simple Kohen? Kutonet, the coat, call it, not coat. Michnasayim, the pants, mitznefet, hat, ve'avnet, and a belt. כמו שכתוב, like it is written, ולבני אהרון תעשו כותנות, to the sons of Aaron you should make like a robe, ועשית להם אבנתים, you should make for them belt, to מגבעות and hats, תעשה להם, ועשה להם מכנסי בד, and also make for them pants. וכולם היו עשויים בשתם לבן, and all of them were done from linen, white linen. מגבעת אמורה בתורה, נקראת משנתנו מצנפת. And the hat is called the mitznefet, something. So the high priest has these 4 garments plus. מוסיף עליו הכהן הגדול, so the כהן גדול adds on them. עוד 4 בגדים, 4 more. הנקראים בגדי זהב. They are called golden garments. They were not golden, as we can see. I mean, some of them was gold, but most of them are not golden at all, yeah. והם, and they are, חושן. It was like an apron. The חושן is like an apron. You know, arug mechamishat minei chutim. They had 5 types of strings over there: zahav, gold, tchelet, blue, argaman, red, tolat, shani, veshesh. All kinds of thread. Umaaseh umefurash parashat tetzaveh. You can see how it was done in parashat tetzaveh. Vekatuv bo, and it's written it. Venatata el choshen hamishpat. It says you should give on the choshen hamishpat et ha'urim ve'et ha'tumim. The Urim and Tumim, which we're going to see later on what they are. והיו על לב אהרון בבואו לפני השם. And they were on the heart of Aaron when he came in front of God. ונשא אהרון את משפט מישראל על ליבו לפני השם תמיד. Aaron always carried this on his heart always. ואפוד, and then he has, the ephod is the, no, what do you call it? The, no. The apron. עפודה, כמו שאומרים, עפודה, it was an apron. Yeah, exactly, from the back that Rashi describes. ואפוד, ארוג מ5 מיני חוטים כמו החושן, it was for 5 just like the חושן, הוא כמין סינר שלובשו על בגדיו מאחוריו, it is just like an apron that you wear it on the back side. וחוגרו מלפניו כנגד ליבו, and you tie it from the front. ופרטי מעשה מפרושים פרשת הצווה, look at פרשת צווה, תעשי how it's done. ומעיל, and then on top of it, he used to wear a coat, like a kapota. Yeah? עשוי מתכלת בלבד. That was only blue. ועל שוליו פעמוני זהב, and on the bottom of it was bells of gold, כדי שישמע קולו בבוא אל הקודש. So that he's going to announce himself when he comes into the holies. וציץ, he also had a ציץ, כמין טס של זהב, it was like a band of gold, וכתוב עליו קודש להשם, it's written in it, holy to God, ונתון היה על מצחו, that was on his forehead, כמפורש בתורה. And then it says, באלו נשאלים באורים ותומים, in these they would ask in Urim and Tumim. Let's see what's the Urim and Tumim. כלומר, שאין נשאלים באורים ותומים, אלא בכהן גדול. It's only the high priest that you can ask to walk the Urim and Tumim. כשהוא לבוש 8 בגדים האלה, he needs to wear all these 8 garments. וכיצד שואלים באורים ותומים? How was the process done? כהן גדול עומד כשפניו כלפי הארון. So the high priest used to stand not in the Holy of Holies, in the Holies, but not ארון הברית. Yeah, but he probably used to stand in Ezrat Israel.
Face there?
But his face was to that. And I'll tell you why he's probably doing it in Ezrat Israel, because usually who would ask the say? The king. The king is not allowed to be. The king is Yehuda. He's not allowed to be where the Kohanim is. So he would go down to where he is and he will face the Aaron. והשואל עומד מאחריו, and the one who asks stands behind him. So the Kohen is standing facing this way, and the guy is standing facing the Kohen. So in other words, he has his back. He has his back. The Kohen has his back to the guy. Yeah. ופניו לאחורי הכהן, ויש סוברים שהשואל פניו כלפי הכהן. So that, some says there's two opinions. One says that he's looking the opposite way of the Kohen, and some says no, he's looking the same way direction of the Kohen. It doesn't matter. ואומר השואל, and the one who's asked the question says, העשה דבר פלוני או לא העשה? Should I destroy Gaza or not destroy Gaza? Should I go to war against the Hezbollah or not go against the Hezbollah? Important things. He would ask him, when should I do it? On this Monday should I destroy Gaza or next Monday? Yeah, so quite like this. ואינו שואל בקול רם. He doesn't ask with a loud voice. ולא מהרהר בליבו, but he doesn't do it in his heart. אלא בקול נמוך, but in a low voice. כמי שמתפלל בינו לבין עצמו, just like a person who davens between himself. ומיד, and immediately what happens? רוח הקודש לובש את הכהן, the Holy Spirit comes down on the Kohen, ומביט בחושן, and he's going to look at the breastplate. The breastplate has the stones of the tribes, and the name of the tribes are under the breastplates. Okay? ורואה אותיות בולטות בחושן כנגד פניו. And then the Kohen sees them shine. The stones.
They look like this?
Yeah, like this.
Oh.
So he sees the light, they shine in a special light. עשה כך או לא תעשה כך. The light, will you tell him, do this or do not do that. שכל אותיות האלף בית היו נמצאות בחושן. Because all the letters of the Aleph Bet used to be in the חושן. You're going to say, no, if you go all the tribes, you're missing some letters. Even if you write down all the tribes, you're missing some letters. So how you get it? שהרי כתובים היו על אבני החושן שמות 12 השבטים, because the name of all the 12 tribes were written then, but that's not enough. You're still missing letters. ואחריהם שבטי יודקי. And then it was written שבטי יודקי. Some of the letters are in שבטי יודקי. וכן היה כתוב שם אברהם, יצחק and יעקב. And also was Avraham, Yitzchak and Yaakov, and with all these you have all the letters. וברוח הקודש שהייתה שורה עליו, and by the way, if you would have looked at them shining, you wouldn't have understood what happened.
It's the stone.
Oh, it's the whole stone.
And it's got Reuven underneath.
That's right.
Aleph, Reish,
exactly. Do you remember the old fonts?
Ken.
That one font could be three things. You had to do the same thing. He would know because he knows the combination. So the grand priest, the Ruach HaKodesh would know what it means, which letter it is. ברוח הקודש שאתה שורה עליו, ידע הכהן כיצד לצרף את האוניות. He knew if it's one click or two clicks or three clicks in the old fonts. הבלטות זו עם זו, כדי להבין משמעותן. וזהו שאמרו, and this is what it says, כל כהן שמדבר ברוח הקודש, שכנה שורה עליו שואלים בו, it says, every Kohen needs to be special. He speaks in רוח הקודש, God dwells upon him, then you can ask him. ושאינו מדבר ברוח הקודש ואין שכינה שורה עליו, אין שואלים בו. But somebody, a Kohen who is not a righteous person, in other words, let's put it plainly, 99% of the time you couldn't ask the Kohen because he wouldn't be a special Kohen. That's it. Right? ברמב"ם, בפירושו למשנתנו, the Rambam in his explanation to our Mishnah, רמב"ם הלכות כלי המקדש. Okay. ואין נשאלים באורים ותומים. Who's allowed to ask this Urim and Tumim? Anybody can come and ask? So it says no, not any.
הייתי בטוח anyone can.
No, God forbid. Not any, because otherwise every woman that needs to get married to some guy, she's going to say, should I divorce my husband? I should stay with my husband? Should I bake him this for dinner? Exactly. אין נשאלים באורים ותומים אלא למלך ולבית דין. Nobody can come in. Who can come in? The king. Yeah, the king represents the nation, or the beit din. She asked him. No, she didn't ask the women to him. She asked him personally. Not him. Yeah, but she asked him as a person, not as a Zeu.
Oh, yeah. No as Kohen Gadol.
Not as Kohen Gadol. He could have been Kohen Gadol. Yeah, that's up to him. Yeah, but she didn't. She doesn't have the right to. Let's say that. She cannot say, "I want an appointment."
He came to her.
Exactly. Or there's another thing. For example, when Sharon went into Lebanon, right? Then Sharon can come and ask. But again, he has to do something for the country. It's not something, should I, whatever, but what should I invest in? Not one of these questions. Yeah. שהציבור צריך בו, something that the nation needs.
The whole of Israel.
Yeah. שנאמר, ולפני אלעזר הכהן יעמוד ושאל לו במשפט ההורים. It says, in front of אלעזר הכהן, he would stand and he should ask במשפט ההורים לפני השם. He should ask in the judgment of the Urim before God. על פיו יצאו ועל פיו יבואו. According to his mouth they'll go out to war, and on his mouth they will come. הוא וכל בני ישראל איתו וכל העדה. ודרשו הוא. Who's the who? They say the who is the מלך, is the king. שהרי יהושע מדבר הכתוב, because it's in Yeshua says, וכל בני ישראל איתו, and all the Jewish people with him. This is the him. זה משוח מלחמה. This is the guy who goes out to war. In other words, you don't ask the question of Israel, should I invest in high tech or should I invest in zero? Even that question you're not allowed to ask, even as the king. Even the king. So you're talking about war or not war. That's what you ask, not exactly. שכל בני ישראל איתו לצאת מלחמה אחריו. Something that affects the entire Jewish people. Not something that affects only this sector or that sector.
כמו עכשיו, היו באים לכהן הגדול. להפציץ את הבית חולים או לא להפציץ אותו?
Exactly.
אוקיי, תפציץ.
In those times they wouldn't ask. It was obvious. It was obvious. Yeah, exactly. It's only now that
we don't know what to do.
We do. We just don't want.
Okay.
It's not that we don't know. We know. We just we don't want.
They don't let us.
והרמב"ם מוסיף, and the Rambam explains, או מי שצורך הציבור בשאלתו. Somebody who the congregation needs, somebody important. Like for example, Sharon in Lebanon, even though he wasn't the king, he was only the general of the army, he wants to know what to do over there. So he come and ask. Okay? וכל העדה, who's the entire congregation? אלה סנהדרין. The Sanhedrin also have the right. They don't know something, they can ask God.
זה בית משפט.
שכן סנהדרין נקראו עדה, כמו שכתוב, ושפטו את העדה. Because the Sanhedrin are called the congregation, because it says, and they judged, and they judged the congregation.